There are days when you literally can't string a game together, where you can't land a shot where you wanted to, where you can't land a single torpedo onto a triplet of broadside battleships at point blank range. But this wasn't one of those games, and I really didn't feel that I had to think or play too hard for this one at all. So for it to turn into a Kraken was a pleasant surprise, because we didn't actually realise till the end, or near the end, that we were on for this one, because we just dropped straight into the groove. For those of you that are regular to the channel, you'll have seen Chin Laden there in division with me. He's trying to tick off a couple of missions towards his final legendary modifications for battleships, and so I'm going to play the eyes and ears for him. And we're here on B cap, and we know what we always say: try and play the cap you spawn on. And this isn't a pleasant cap to play on, because you always get somebody who sits on that right hand corner, and the destroyer will generally always come zipping through or spam a load of torpedoes through, and you're kind of stuck in there. And yeah, it's not a nice situation to be getting into, and it's a very hard one to get out of. So I'm going to push across to the left side of this cap, and we're going to try and have a look and see what's going on, see what we can see. It's like, oh, there's an Edinburgh there. That's not too pleasant. Don't really want to be anywhere near him. He's probably going to sit and start smoking up, and I thought there could be torpedoes from him. If he's covering for the destroyer, there could be torpedoes from the destroyer, which is a Kagero. So that's a lot of torps that pack a big punch. But we are going to play our cap, and it doesn't look like we're being pushed. And with those guys kind of sailing away, it has me believing that the destroyer isn't here. And their destroyer eventually appears over on A cap, and sort of twists and trackers pointing that way. And I'm thinking, well, hang on, he's over there. These guys are out in front. How could there be something there close? And I'm thinking, oh dear, has that destroyer come straight down the middle between A and B? And I'm a little confused at the start. And yeah, there he is. He's over there. And so I'm looking at the ranges on the guys and trying to figure, is he really the closest target, or is there something else that I'm not seeing here? But there we go. There is a smoke screen, and smoke screens early in the game before torpedoes have been launched only means one thing: they are going to be a torpedo magnet, and we are certainly going to look at where the shells are flying out of that from the Edinburgh. And we are going to put some shells in his direction. Now, I overstepped the boundaries here a little bit, because while I'm trying to push and spot and work out who is where range-wise with Perceptive here, I missed the fact that I've sailed off the capture point, and Chin is behind me in it. But we put a set of torps off towards that New Jersey. We look at the Vanguard, we pop our smoke screen, because we're trying to use this little island to our right to screen us from where that Edinburgh will be. Because he can still torpedo, he's got some decent range on those. But here we go, we are going to not only hit the Edinburgh in the smoke screen with a torpedo and get a flood, but that's like 19k damage off the one torp. So that's taken a fair chunk of health off him and might make him think about what he's doing. But I'm not sure if he's dead yet. But I did see a cruiser go down there. But here we go. Vanguard is turning, is running. And as I said, I just kind of slotted into a groove here where I was in a position where I felt safe. I had a couple of targets around me that were relatively within range, and we were able to spit some torpedoes out, get some damage, get some fire started, and it was all very nice and smooth. And I didn't really have too much to worry about, because although I'm in my smoke screen, I know there's not a Kagero out there anymore, so I don't have to worry too much about being a dope in a smoke. Most of Red Team appear to be across there on the right side of the minimap. Vanguard is having second thoughts about what he wants to do in this game, as we've taken A cap there on the left. We're taking this capture point here. He's been burned down, and as soon as he does burn down, I'm gonna light him up again. That's if I don't torpedo the island. But there are torpedoes running towards him. He is getting absolutely battered, and if he's trying to get a top 3 finish in a battleship, I don't think this is going to work out for him. We get him. He's burning, and one of those salvos of shells get him. Like, oh, I got a kill, and I was quite surprised by it because I thought he still had a lot of hit points left. But such is life, timing is everything. So I'm guessing those shells just landed at about the right time. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to push up and push out, and I'll get things spotted, and then we'll see what else we can do. I'm not expecting this to be really a high damaged game at the moment because everybody seems to be running away through C-cap. The New Jersey seems to have put a French gearbox into an American battleship because he just seems to be going in reverse as fast as he can. Yeah, okay, I've got the New Jersey. I've played it. I've had some good games. I've had some bad games, but I don't think I've spent every minute of the game in reverse. So I imagine he's got some mechanics hammering at the gearbox with a very large monkey wrench trying to get that thing to go forwards, but it's not happening yet, Sunshine. You're still in reverse. I can see the Megami. I know there's a Poltava there. There's something going around the corner as well. And I'm looking and thinking, okay, where do we put the torpedoes? Who's going to sit where and do what? And I'm kind of spoiled for choice, and I just tell Chin that what I'm doing is I'm just moving into the middle here so that I can try and keep eyes on as much as possible at the same time. So I put one set towards Megami, another set towards where he might end up if he moves, and the Poltava's general direction as well. We put a set of torpedoes across there to the Leon, and that's it. Now we're on cooldown. We'll watch those torpedoes we're in. We've got 3 targets there. We've got a smoke screen coming up soon, and this gameplay really does feel as smooth as butter. It's like everything is just dropping into place and dropping into range at around the right time. Now it may be through experience. There is a video out there with T-Bull playing this map where I actually co-star on the same team. And I spawn on the same cap as I did. He spawns A cap, I spawn B, and I play B. And I play this cap pretty much exactly the same way in that video. And he says, oh man, that DD doesn't know what he's doing, pushing through the middle. If I was in those cruisers on the other side, I'd have him lit up on radar. Well, guess what? You weren't on the other team, and you weren't in my DD. And this is how, if I feel safe, that I will play this cap. You split the team down the middle. So we've popped our smoke, and lo and behold, guess what? Yeah, we were the ones that were looking at everything. So, torpedoes coming up again. Smoke screen here is obviously going to draw the attention of these guys. The Poltava's out there, the Megami's there. I've got them spotted again because I've come out of smoke. I'm just on the limit of detection with the Megami, so I think he's going to try and turn and put torpedoes through this smoke screen, and he's taking a lot of fire. I don't know who that's from, to be honest, but we're going to turn around and put some fire on him as well, because the New Jersey behind us is so far away. He can't see us shooting at this Mogami. Somebody else has him spotted, so I'm going to stay on my guns because the Summers is really, really nice little gunboat at tier 7. It's a hybrid, a little bit like the German boats where you've got guns and decent torpedoes. But here we go, we've got fires ticking on that guy. Everybody else is shooting at him too, but we land a torpedo and a Confederate. So that's 20% damage on at least 6 red ships in the game. But we're not done there because there's a Poltava there. He's a low health. We've got torpedoes still travelling in that direction too, and we're quite agile. I don't know what the reload is for the Poltava, so I'm just looking for where his turrets are pointing and what he's doing and getting ready to throw a turn in if I need to. But he's obviously damage controlled, and there's a fire again. The torpedoes are rolling. They've gone way past him. And everybody is actually just raining on this guy. And yeah, that is kill number 4. And I say to Chin, right, I'll just keep this guy spotted. And then I looked at the top corner of the screen and thought, hang on, I'm on 4 kills. I'm up for a Kraken here. I was like, okay, everybody's going to want a piece of this guy. My torpedoes are reloading at the moment. I've got 1 rack, and the other 2 racks will be available soon. And I'm going to push towards him as fast as I can. But there goes my engine boost. Now, he's already lost about half his health. I think we hit him with a torpedo earlier in the game. We had a fire, he was backing out. And now I'm sure that because everybody starts shooting at him, he's going to start zigging and zagging left and right. And this is going to be one of those ones where you miss everything. But we're going to do the Summers Wall of Skill. This is the American version of the Shimakaze Wall of Skill, and we're just waiting for that last torpedo bank to reload, and we spam it out there, and I'm certain that those are going to hit. But we're going to try for a fire in the meantime anyway, just to try and get the tick damage if it works. But the torpedoes hit. We pick up our 5th kill of the game for a Kraken Unleashed and a Confederate. Sadly, not a high caliber because the rest of the team were doing a good job in raining hellfire and brimstone down on Red Team on that one. But Chin gets a top 3 finish, which is one of the things that he was after. I get top spot, not a massive XP game. But it is Kraken 118 in the Summers CE. So, I hope you have enjoyed that one. Please do hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Tell me if there's a ship you'd like to see me play. And also, if you haven't done already, please do subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.